Hi guys, it's Miss Miniature here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a Create a Sim video based off the show The Magicians. Now, I didn't build all of the main characters, I just built the characters that would have lived in the physical kids cottage. If you've seen that build, you knew this was coming. If you didn't, no worries. Here you are now. So, I only built Alice, Quentin, Elliott, and Margo. Just because they lived in the physical kids cottage in the show. Also, again, I'm not going to spoil anything. There'll be no plot discussion. I may discuss some of the characters' traits or why I gave them that trait, but I'm not going to give away any plot. So just don't want to ruin it for anyone. Just wanted to let everyone know in case you guys are planning on watching the show. I didn't want you to turn off the video and be like, no, can't watch this, she might spoil it. No, I have no intentions to spoil the show for anyone. So, if you can guess, which I hope you can, this is Alice. I mean, if you can't guess that was who I was building, then this is not off to a good start at all, because I thought she was one of the better characters that I did, and I think I did a pretty good job all together. I feel like Elliott is missing something, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. And feel free to point out what you think he's missing. At first I thought maybe his eyes weren't sunken enough, but I'm not sure. I played around with it a bit, and I'm not 100% happy with Elliott, but I still feel it does look like him. It's just as if he is missing a small feature that I just can't pinpoint, even though I've stared at a picture of his face for a really long time. Anyway, we're not on Elliott. Let's talk about Alice. So Alice, I made her a Renaissance sim, a genius, a perfectionist, and she's ambitious. I did think about giving her the loner trait, but decided against it ultimately because she's not really a loner. I mean, she does prefer some time by herself, but I wouldn't classify her as a loner. I also really wish that they had had the shy trait, because I would have given that to her, or maybe socially awkward, because she definitely is a little bit socially awkward, but if you know her backstory, you definitely understand why. Like I said, I won't spoil anything. I'm just going to say she has kind of a weird family. But it's okay. Like, it adds a cool dynamic to the show. Like, you wouldn't expect her parents to be the way they are and have her, because she's very different from them. And, yeah, it adds for a little bit of comic relief in parts. So we are almost done Alice. I'm just trying to tweak a couple things. I do wish that they had had like a longer straight hair. I was going to use the hair that kind of went back over her shoulders and just had the one strand in the front, but I just didn't like how it didn't frame her face, because in the shows she has longer hair, but it's still very much framing her face. So that's why I left it with a little bit of a shorter look. I could have downloaded some CC, but I really wanted to build them with no CC, so that's why I didn't go searching for a more Alice appropriate hair. And I do really like the one that I had originally picked for her formal wear, but I was like, well, no, she can't have medium length hair and then long hair for formal. I mean, she could put extensions in, but that's just not something Alice would do. I don't think so anyway. But again, magic. Maybe it doesn't take that long with magic. It definitely wouldn't take that long with magic. It probably doesn't take other people that long. I just really suck at hair extensions. Anyway, on to Quentin. So this is Quentin Coldwater. He is gloomy, a bookworm, romantic, and he has the aspiration for searching for your soulmate. So, at the beginning of the show, I was not a big fan of Quentin. I kind of found him a little bit whiny and, I don't know, gloomy, I guess. But I came around to his character about halfway through the first season. I started to like his character more, although there are still some moments when I just think, seriously, Quentin, like, really? But I do like his character, and I like his character a lot more in the second season than I did in the first. And he was really easy to dress, which was great because he pretty much always wears a gray shirt, just kind of like that I used for his day wear. And his formal, I've seen him wear a tie in a couple scenes and just like a regular dress shirt, so I thought, yeah, that'll work. That's probably what he would wear. So he was probably, I built him the quickest because I didn't really have to think about his outfit at all because it was just pretty simple. I do wish that I had found, like, there's a jacket that he wears in a lot of scenes. I couldn't find anything that really looked like that that was built into The Sims. I could have searched for custom content, but I really didn't want to. So I didn't. I just wanted to keep it with no CC for this build, or this Create a Sim. So here we have Elliott Hwa, and he is a snob, he's outgoing, he's romantic, and he has the serial romantic aspiration. He's definitely a free spirit and has a lot of love to give, I would say. And I really like his character. He has a very dry sense of humor, which I really like, and he's witty too. Although I did make him a snob because, you know, he can be a little bit kind of snooty, but I wouldn't say it's entirely a bad trait, especially the way that Elliott uses that. I believe it almost has a little positive spin. It definitely adds to the humor of the show. Now, him and Margo are best friends, and they're older than Quentin and Alice, so they kind of show the ropes to Quentin and Alice about the school and such. And if you watched the Physical Kids house, you know, or cottage, you know that it was a party cottage, and Margo and Elliott are definitely no strangers to the party scene, and they would have thrown quite a few before Quentin and Alice arrived. So here is Margo, Elliott's partner in crime. I had a lot of fun building her. She is definitely the stylish one of the group. So I got to play around with a lot of outfits. The first one I thought about was what she was wearing in the season 1 finale, and she's wearing a almost fuchsia blazer and jeans, but I decided that I couldn't really find anything that was the right color, so I didn't go. So when you see me changing around with jackets that are pink, that is what I was looking for, but I couldn't find anything that really fit, so I decided to try another one of her looks, which I'm glad I did because I like this one better. So now let's talk about her traits, because I did debate with one of them whether or not that really fit. So first, her aspiration is to be leader of the pack. She's self-assured, materialistic, and good. Now, self-assured and materialistic are pretty self-explanatory. She is very sure of herself, very confident, and a little bit materialistic, but that's alright. I mean, she can be a little bit of a snob too, and I debated giving her that trait as well, but I decided with good because yes, she does make a lot of questionable decisions, but she's never gone out of her way to intentionally hurt anyone. Although she does make some questionable decisions that don't always have the best outcome, all of her choices are usually made with the best of intentions. But you do know what they say about the road of best intentions. So I feel like that fits Margo very well, and that's why I made her good, because despite her questionable decisions, she always tries to fix them, and she is very loyal. Now, let me talk about this outfit, because I hate this outfit. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of the style, but it's what Margo would wear, and there is a similar outfit that she wears, and that's why I picked it, but I don't like it. So we are almost to the end. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Off camera, I did add tattoos to their backs, but that's the only thing I did off camera. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye!